And we're live. Mm-hmm. Let's do Discord first. I worried about the capital H, but not the y'all. Why is it? I thought I selected. Nope, I did not select the thumbnail. So let's do DeFi Kingdoms and DFK. Okay, yeah, I forgot the thumbnail. Oop, and forgot. Let me check my audio on my phone. Yep, I think I'm good. Okay. I think I'm a little more prepared this time, I hope. Okay, so let's get started. I wanted to make this quick for those that don't catch the live AMA or don't have time or when read, you know. So, thankfully, no. What was that? Voiceless chat. Okay. Thankfully, somebody else more capable, very much more capable, transcribed the AMA. Thank you so much, Cujo. DFK community moderator. You are awesome, and this is just awesome. I love how you did links or timestamps, I guess. It is just awesome. So I'm just reviewing or going over what I guess a summary and I guess what caught my attention. So let's start with fishing and foraging. So, due to an increase in computation requirement, I guess, for Clayton, because of this recent update, they're limiting questing to groups of 5, specifically for Clayton, and this is only for fishing and foraging. So, max is going to be 5 fishers or foragers sent at one time. And this, I know this affected me because my auto quester, sends in groups of 6. But luckily, that was a quick update by Carlo for the waifu bot. So thank you, Carlo. Next, let's go to Frisky Fox. And duels. So there's going to be an update to the duels scoring system. And that's going to be, that has already been updated. I believe it was yesterday. And it will be a change to the scoring system. So that's going to be retroactively. So it says everyone should see a bump in their score to some degree. So it'd be interesting to see if possibly we have more points. We should to some degree, it looks like, and who knows, maybe even increased rank, or who knows, it might take some of us over into a new rank or tier. Rank it is, and hopefully we will see more rewards. Next, according to my potato notes, is the burn plan. This was interesting. I love that they are still keeping this in mind. They are discussing other burn options for locked tokens. And this could be related to hero summoning and specifically dark summoning. Due to events that happened in the chain that shall not be named. It just changed things, but they are still looking into adding more utility to locked tokens. That would be awesome. So they also mentioned they're kicking around other ideas for token burning and to make it fun, and also maybe tying it into the remaining Gen Zeros that they have from Crystal Vale and Serendale. So that'd be interesting, maybe a possibility or event to possibly win some more Gen Zeros. That's awesome. Haitian Buffett, how you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping by. So that's interesting. It looks like there are still Crystalville Gen Zeros. That's interesting to hear. I assume, yeah, it would have to be Seers and Berserkers. So that's awesome. And then another, on to the next. Near. Okay. No, not this one. Okay. For all of us that are excited about a potential upcoming centralized exchange listing, I mean, it is awesome and exciting, but this comment caught my eye, which is not a negative thing, but we're nowhere near getting an official listing, but they have been continuing to look into that and speaking with different centralized exchanges. I know this was Dreamer, and he actually had to drop out of the AMA here live when it was going on live because he was, I think, had a call with a he said major centralized exchange, I believe. So yeah, like I said, this is not a negative for me. I have not accumulated as much Jewel as I would like to, so it just gives me more time before hopefully we get an official listing on a centralized exchange. And I know a lot of people are not are not sure about a centralized exchange listing. Some are for and some are against. Um, I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say. Are they doing dark summoning on Serendale? You know, that's a good question, and I don't have the exact answer, but I believe that no, they don't plan to do dark summoning in Serendale. I think they mentioned that they want certain utility or certain incentives on each realm and chain to, I guess, incentivize that. But who knows, that that would be interesting. And how you doing, Worm? Next, I just have a Beetle Dude. I mentioned they were just potato notes. And I'm sorry if all this scrolling is a bit hard on the eyes. It probably is. I apologize. I hope to one day be prepared. Okay, yes. Awesome. So this was yesterday, and a lot of us were expecting an update yesterday on Thursday. And unfortunately, there was a bug that was discovered last minute. But we have from Beetle Dude that we are tentatively looking at tomorrow, January 27th, to launch power-ups. Let's go. So that is so exciting. I can't wait to see what we have in store. I know there was 2 power-ups mentioned by name in last week's AMA. I think it was Magnus that mentioned them by name, and one was Quick Study, and the other one I do not remember. If someone can, see, I'm not prepared. Let me see. I think someone commented on the transcript that I did. Ooh, purple. Oh, why are you not cooperating? No, that was too far. I'm sorry again. Ooh, purple. No, I'm sorry. Well, the one of them was Quick Study, is all I know, and the other, there was another one named. But on to the questions. I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but someone asked again if mining in Crystal Vale, if there's plans to change calculations for mining in Crystal Vale, given the higher cap of tokens, and they said no, not at this time. A user asked if we will be able to use potions during PvP, and will there be a limit? The plan is yes, maybe not for all instances of PvP, so that's interesting. I know I am prioritizing mana and wisdom and intelligence for mana growth, because I assume, mana potions are a thing, so I believe that might be useful in PvP, and that would save me, I don't know if time or a turn from using a potion. Also vitality and health points, who knows, maybe prioritizing vitality will it will definitely give you more HP, but I wonder if that'll give you enough value to not need as many health potions. and mana potions for mana. Hey Sporkle, how you doing? And how's it going, Umar? I'm just acquiring jewel in the form of heroes now. The better the hero, more jewel. Blockchain player 1, awesome. That's exactly how I see it. I haven't really even I don't even really have a bag of jewel. I just buy potatoes and heroes, and they're bringing me awesome rewards with tiers and eggs and all that. So that's how I see it. What else? Okay, anything to add on page 10? They have not forgotten about page 10 for the scrolls. For these, there's only 9 released, and these are we find in the training quest. So they have not forgotten about us. And 10. I think they mentioned that the page 10 is intended to be a little bit, or I guess not a little bit, but rarer, or a less drop rate. And I don't know if there's going to be a certain window of when you could find that page 10. I think they mentioned something along that line. And this was what probably got me most excited. Question number 5 for Hubert Cumberdale. Will a hero's level in some shape or form be required for future profession quests rather than just tied to profession stat level? And he answered, this was alluded to in the past as well. There will likely be some sort of limitation, but I'm not sure exactly if that's going to be a straight level limit, more like limited by PvE. And I'm so excited for player versus environment. That's what I'm more excited than even PvP. So it's interesting. It's interesting that he goes into some example or details of how PvE might function. So he says, such as making an area safe before you can do a profession quest, which doesn't mean you need to do it with the hero who is questing. I believe that's what it was intended. So you need to basically clear the area, or potentially you would need to clear the area before you could even quest in that specific area or region of the map, I guess. So he goes on further. You can use a group of combat heroes that specialize for that, so it's good to have, I guess, PvP heroes in quotations, a group of PvP heroes or combat heroes that you have specifically for combat, and then also your questers to quest in that area. So that's so interesting, and just little things like that make the game fun. How you could clear an area with your awesome combat or PvP heroes, and then following that you bring in your awesome questers, And then he follows up with more information that relates to the map and player versus environment. So how do we envision travel, for instance? Is the end goal to have a character move around the map? And he answers, yes, the plan is for heroes to be moving around different regions of the map. The regions that exist right now, you can see on Serendale 2.0 map. You could click lands and see the regions. He mentions, I think there's 15 regions. So each of those regions will be places where your heroes can travel to. So, and the goal is to have each of those places or different areas to have different things you could do. So, who knows? Maybe that's not only certain things you could do, or I guess quests, but maybe different items that we could find in different areas, which is just interesting. Also, different player versus environment things and special events or other things to participate. I guess he mentions in certain areas. Oh, and I don't know if I caught this one, but he says, or other things to participate in that you can't unless you have specific leveled heroes there. Or I don't know if it said leveled, because I transcribed this also and I don't remember leveled, but that's interesting. Who knows if there's areas where you have to be at a certain level or have heroes in that area to be able to quest. So travel is going to be so interesting. So the goal is to have a more living world. And yeah, for you to experience and interact with. Okay, I think this follows into it also. Any sharing of the vision for PvE, player versus environment. We have to go in steps. So early player versus environment will be fairly simple. Certain fights and in certain regions. He mentions, Hubert mentions he would eventually like to have dungeons in the game and special events that occur that are more global, where it's not just you participating as a single player, but including others to work together to solve a problem. That sounds so fun, and that just makes me think of how guilds are gonna play into all this. And yeah, just working together to, I guess, maybe craft or build some buildings and craft weapons. That's so awesome. And what gets me even more excited is he says, I have a pretty big vision for that, but it's going to take a long time to get to. So expect baby steps. Awesome. That gets me so excited. Okay, and then he mentioned on it was asked about PJ LAN tournaments, and Hubert answers that ties back into tournaments and what he was saying before. It's still in the works right now and taking steps toward getting a version of the tournament that can be used for other things. So that's interesting that there are other things. So who knows, it might be similar to play PvP. I know I asked in a previous AMA if it's going to be 1v1 for the PJ LAN tournaments, and they said they are not sure. They said, Bolan, I think, answered he is not sure if it's going to be 1v1 or if it's going to be 3v3 like player versus player. So that's exciting. And then the team, Bolan, just answered that they are planning on publishing a new roadmap. So that will be awesome, and we really need that to see just where we're at and where we are going. And someone asked, how long will power-ups last? And the answer basically is it lasts as long as your locking period is active. So if your staking period expires, you will lose the benefits of the power-ups. So you would have to, in this scenario, when it expires, you would have to stake again, or you would just I don't know, I think I will keep them locked, depending on how I see myself and the game going at that moment. So I'll just keep extending staking period for the power-ups. Hey 7T1 Mookie, how's it going? I am trying to remember. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, nope. Okay. I found it. Yes. So, will PvP also have the same raffle system that Duels uses? So the raffle system, I assume, as in the tickets that we earn from raffles, for the raffles from dueling. So, Hubert Cumberdale answered, I think that's a possibility, though I was thinking it would, though I wasn't thinking it would be. And this is awesome that he specifies that Duels is considered a mini game. It's just a mini game, a small feature, I guess, whereas PvP is a main feature. So it's going to be more sophisticated and more fleshed out. It's likely we'll do something a little more robust. In the initial iteration where we have just PvP, we don't have PvE or crafting out yet. It might be somewhat limited, but this is what I was getting at that got me excited. But once we get to a more complete system with PvE and crafting, we will probably see rewards specific to crafting ingredients. Awesome. So unique and specific crafting ingredients from PvP. That is awesome. So I thought that I would be more active in player versus environment, you know, but it seems that certain utility or there will be certain items for certain events and different features of the game. So you cannot, you will not be able to quest these items. You will only be able to earn them by playing in player versus player. So that is awesome. I'm just so excited. There was a lot of good stuff in this AMA. I believe that was all that that caught my attention, at least. I forgot to add this link by Cujo. Thank you so much, Cujo, for what you did, for your work. It was awesome. He even included timestamps to the YouTube video if you want to hear. So this is just awesome. Thank you, Cujo. Yeah, I wanted to make this just a short little stream or video so that it is a summary and it doesn't end up being longer than the AMA itself. I'm just trying to pick out what stands out to me and what catches my attention. In other news, let's see if there's been an update, but there was an announcement that, okay, we are back. So this is not important anymore, I guess. DFK chain was experiencing some issues, but it looks like we're back. We apologize for the inconvenience. Let's go. That was awesome, team. And Ava Labs, I think. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll check in with you guys for updates on next week's AMA. And yeah, thank you so much. You guys have an awesome one.